for two teams who figure to be near the top of the NFC West, the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams bring the NFL to Australia. On the 49ers sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His team fired up and ready for this one. On the other side for the Rams, it's Sean McVay. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. An honor to be down under. The Niners and the Rams begin the season here in Australia. And he'll get this up past the 20, but that's it. Good way to start the game for the special teams. The offense has a long field on drive one. Brock Purdy leading this 49ers offense out from the last pick in the draft to his 5th season in the NFL.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking like new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And man, you get through that first game and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
They send Evans in motion. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Going up top for Evans. A battle, and the receiver comes away with it. What a catch. A big-time play for the Niners. 42 yards.
First down, 49ers.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Kittle is the man in motion. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
9-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Kittle is the man in motion. 3rd down. Purdy. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
First down.
It's going to take me some time. Like, it's going to be hard to get used to seeing Mike Evans in a 49ers jersey, but the one thing I am used to is seeing plays like that. You think over 12 years in Tampa, struggled with some injuries, failed to reach 1,000 yards for the first time in his career a season ago, and the Bucs move on. San Francisco says, thank you very much, we'll take you, and it's a big-time player joining a really good team.
And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. Could we see the first touchdown of the new season? It's 1st and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown. 49ers.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A safe kick taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Rams take the field, and Matthew Stafford leads them yet again. Took them to the Super Bowl now 5 seasons ago. He's 38, 18th year in the league. So many of them with the Lions. So much success with the Rams. Greg, he's now an MVP as he leads the Rams offense.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A pitch comes to Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, L.A.
You know, Mike, I think it's funny, you know, you look at this Rams offense, and they have so many good players that it's pretty easy to forget about Kyren Williams, but he's quietly been one of the best backs in the league over the last 3 seasons, rushing for over 1,100 yards each season. So, tell you what, when he runs the rock well, it just seems to open up everything else.
They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Toby Parkinson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. That is over the middle and intercepted. They're going to have it here. Get it at their own 37-yard line.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pearsall, the man in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 5 yards.
from the gun is Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And a 49er first down.
They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
First down, 49ers.
They run once more with McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey into the end zone. He's done it so often over his career. Just put another 6 up for the 49ers.
Well, you think these guys are ready for week 1 to get started? I mean, we see teams kind of limp their way into the regular season, and they don't find their form until a couple weeks in. But they didn't play a ton in the preseason, but that's 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. And let's all say, what the heck does the preseason even mean?
Rams, nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. The Rams offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're an early hole, 14-0. I'll start digging out soon. They'll begin this drive, first and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
12 yards. And the Rams first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So, 1 quarter in the books in the season-opening NFL kickoff game. The Niners have the early advantage. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. On the carry, it's Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10 at
and a nice pickup there by the
line.
back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formation, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. The offense rolling right along on this drive. Another first and 10. They'll go again here with Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the 23, here's second and 4. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Out of the gun, Stafford. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. This drive rolling now, another first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3.
Leonardo Green on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners' 15-yard line.
2nd and 7. A shotgun snap to Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
3rd down and 7.
Stafford. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Rams field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
Well, no excuses here, Mike. This is pretty clear. He just flat out pulled it and winds up missing it wide left.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Purdy using the pop pass.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. He was taken down by Cameron Kitchens. It's a gain of a
3rd
yard.
and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Purdy. That one on target with Kirk. They've got him. 16 yards. Pick up on that one. First down, 49ers.
First down, San
That's a nice
Francisco.
play there from Kirk, and he's part of a reworked 49er receiving core. They brought in a couple veteran receivers who they still believe can make a big impact, and a good example of it right there.
He was taken down by Cameron Kitchens. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Kittle is the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver intended and knew what was going on. It's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Niners first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Get him a little slow after that hit, but he does have a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. Back with more of this Thursday opening after this. Good play calling rhythm. Drive continues, another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no gain
on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
This one caught left side by Evans. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. What a pickup, a gain of 18, and it sets up first and goal. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for first and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Brock Purdy, touchdown San Francisco. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
21, Rams nothing.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Kyren Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. As the offense heads back out, want to look at it is a fantastic first weekend of football. Some terrific matchups. Chicago and Carolina, surprise playoff teams last year, get this year going. Buffalo, Houston's a good one. Packers and Vikings in the NFC North. Greg can't wait for Sunday night. We'll be at MetLife for the Cowboys and the Giants, their great rivalry. All wraps up Monday night. Broncos are at Arrowhead, and everyone wants to know and look forward to who's going to take that first QB snap for the Chiefs to begin this season.
That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stafford now to throw on first down. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Play action now for Stafford. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The Rams use their third and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from second and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now third and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine.
Open man, that's Adams. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter.
It's fourth down.
So fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. McCaffrey going to return it. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as time runs out, and we've come to the end of the first half of play. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San
Very
Francisco.
one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough feeling.
Yeah, and we've never spoken to a team before their week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to week 2.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Second down, it's Stafford. Open is the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A gain of 10
First catch
yards.
for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Again, it's Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the air again, Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Turnover on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's going to be corralled right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain.
On the play.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Play action. Here's Purdy. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
A loss of 2
It almost seemed
yards.
like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
This will be 3rd and long. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. His throw left side, taken in by Kirk. They get 15 on that game. First down, 49ers.
First down, San
Now, so far
Francisco.
here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
39-yard line.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They had that play dialed up defensively, stopped them in the backfield. Loss of a
behind the
yard.
line of scrimmage.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
2 yards on the play.
So 3rd and 2, sometimes it's not about being fancy. You don't need your back to be a hero. Make sure, no matter what, pick up the yards needed, convert that first down. Now, if there's an opportunity to pop it, great. But don't try to go for the home run and bring up 4th down.
Nothing. Met at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
No gain on
These
the play.
edge rushers,
Brings
they
up
are
second
judged by
and
their
10.
sack totals, Mike. They
At the
love to
Rams'
rush the passer.
37-yard line.
But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here's McCaffrey. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
Ball carrier. Jalen Watson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And
Got to
it's
get it to the
3rd down.
28, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll try to run for it.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, another 1st and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete. Now, players shaken up after that play, and it's Brock Purdy who needs some assistance. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Fought for and won for the first down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. On to the 4th quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings
Here
up
now, 2nd down
and goal.
and goal. Play action now. It's Jones. To the goal line and in. Jake Tonjes. Touchdown, 49ers. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Rams coming back out here. Why don't we take a look at their upcoming schedule over the next few weeks. They'll be home for the Giants. Then they go to Denver. And then lastly, they head to the road to take on Philadelphia. Stafford now on first down. Open man, Malik Washington. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of 11.
They'll have it first and 10.
Another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, downfield, it is Adams. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still first down.
Stafford to throw again. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
15 yards to go.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deommodore Lenoir.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
On the draw, here comes McCaffrey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Now a play fake. Jones. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Myles Garrett taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Deep to return is Malik Washington. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. After being burnt with the pick on the last drive, this time smartly throwing it away.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the outlet. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
Gain of 11.
Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And he'll be taken down. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Rams. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. Well, they at least had to try it, but the return team's ready for it and secures possession.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Niners offense set to go back to work. Why don't we highlight what's ahead for them over the next few weeks? Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. Into space. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 27.
At the 10-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. Kittle is the man in motion. A run on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener. And this impressive Week 1 performance continues as they add yet another touchdown.
I just can't stress how impressive this performance has been today, Mike. I mean, not only on Week 1 to find yourself on the road, but to really dominate and have the efficiency early in the season offensively. And you can tell they were prepared coming into the start of this season, and boy, they showed it.
The kick is good. Makes the score Niners 35, Rams 8.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Stafford now to throw on first down. That's third time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. To the right side, this is McCaffrey. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. They send Evans in motion. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Kittle is the man in motion. They've got the lead. They're in control. In no hurry to snap this. And they'll take the clock down to the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Jones. That ball caught. One hand needed. What a catch.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So a win here for the